Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Sarah Marin and I'm a lecturer in marine biology at the University of Portsmouth. Today I'm speaking with one of our graduates, Lucy Martin. Lucy, can you tell us a little bit about the degree that you did at Portsmouth?
Yeah, so I did the marine biology, as you said. It included units such as microbiology. I did oceanography, units on global climate change, which is a very important subject nowadays. We also had units on aquaculture and community ecology and a residential field trip halfway through the year.
Ooh, and so what were some of the highlights from that degree?
As I said, the residential field trip was definitely the highlight for me. I went to Mexico, but there's also an option to go to Slapton in Devon. That was one of the best experiences of my life, going to Mexico, seeing all the animals. We saw turtles, rays. What else did we see? Crocodiles. It was amazing.
And did you do many other kind of field trips and things too?
Yeah, there was a couple of field trips dotted around the year. And first year again, so we did a lot in first year. We went to Lulworth Cove in Devon. We did some rocky shore ecology there, and we have a lot of local field trips. So Farlington Marsh, which is near Portsmouth, just literally on the outside of Portsmouth, we did a few trips to there. Some muddy shore ecologies, where the Marine Centre is based. We literally can just walk out the front door onto the shorefront and do some sampling there.
And what other practical experiences did you get out of your degree?
I think my degree had a lot of practical experience in it. We had a lot of dissections right from first year, even though first year you think you might just be leading up to doing more things in second and third year. We had lots of lab work and we had loads of dissections from small animals to vertebrates. We dissected fish, which I think really helped me when it came to the exams on some of the anatomy. Because I'm more of a practical person. Once I dissected it and I knew where the things were, that made it much easier for me.
Do you feel like you got a lot of support from the lecturers during your time at Portsmouth?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was one of the things I was worried about coming into uni at A-levels. I wasn't sure because I was very much a person that I would go to the teachers for help. Whenever I had a question, I would bother them at lunchtime, I'd bother them at break time. And I'd heard that coming to uni, you were on your own almost, like it was just thrown in the deep end and you've got a lot of independent learning, which I was a bit worried about at first. But I found that the lecturers definitely gave me a lot of help.
I think it works both ways. Like that's one of the things I enjoy about being a lecturer too, is just getting to interact with students and getting to see you guys grow over that 3-year period. It's quite satisfying.
I know that I could email any one of you and just say, oh, I'm a little bit stuck on this topic, or what was the question for this? Can you help me understand this? Or even, can we meet one day and have a half an hour chat about something? Everyone was really open to doing that.
And how did you feel about Portsmouth as a city, as a student living there?
I didn't visit Portsmouth before I came to university, which was in hindsight not a great idea. But I ended up loving it. In my first couple of months, I was like, oh, is this the right decision for me? Am I going to be happy here? I made some friends and we moved into a house together. I just had the best time of my life. We would go down to the seafront. Whenever the sun was out, we'd be down at the seafront, even if it was windy and cold. And yeah, Portsmouth ended up, it's quite a lot like my hometown, and I really liked it.
And did you join any clubs or societies when you were a student?
I joined the Sub-Aqua Club, which is the scuba diving club. There are opportunities to do other diving. So on the course, there's a diving module, which is optional for you to take. But I joined the student club, which was separate from our course. So we had like people who did maths were in the scuba club, people who did all sorts of degrees. Would meet every Tuesday with them, and we went on little diving trips around the UK. So
it sounds like you got to do a lot of other extracurricular activities that were relevant to your degree, as well as being good fun.
Yeah, there's loads of societies to join. There's loads of sports societies. I didn't join many because I was not very sporty. But there's also academic societies. So there's a microscopy society, biology society, I think, and then the Sub-Aqua Club as well. So if you wanted to meet people who won't necessarily be on your course but would have the same interests in you as you, they could be in the same society.
And did you get to do any other types of activities that were relevant to work experience during your degree?
Yeah, I did some volunteering, mostly in my at the end of second and my third year, because we have contacts, people who are old graduates from Portsmouth, staff, alumni, people who are doing PhDs. So I did some volunteering with Blue Marine Foundation, and we also, the university arranged for us to have a course with orca. So we did whale and dolphin watching, just literally off where the beach is.
One of the big things for undergraduates is getting to do an honours project, their own independent research project at the end of their degree. Can you tell us a little bit about the project that you did?
Yeah, so my project I did on the acoustics of Langstone Harbour, which is the harbour just outside of Portsmouth, just literally next to Portsmouth. Before I did this project, I had never heard of underwater acoustics before. I didn't know anything what to do about it. And in the space of 6 months, I feel like I learned so much. And at the end of it, I could talk very confidently about my project, which is something that I was also, and still to this day, I'm not very confident with talking about my own work. But after 6 months of doing your project, you find out, actually, I do know a lot about it.
I'm glad that you enjoyed your project and that you enjoyed your time at Portsmouth. If you were going to give any kind of last bit of advice or last message to prospective students, what would it be?
I'd say just give it as much as you want to get out of it. If you don't try, then you're not going to succeed. But it's not very hard to succeed. If you show that you've got aptitude for learning, if you show that you want to be there, the lecturers will bend over backwards to help you. So if you turn up and if you do the work and you're interested and motivated and want to do it, you can definitely get your degree.